Hello, Dr. Quinn.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good. Thank you for joining us. The governor again saying today that this is a deadly virus, that it is still here, and we still need to take precautions.
Most definitely. And over the past few days, including today, I've had a lot of patients to come to me and ask me, Dr. Quinn, is it safe for me to go out and protest? Should I do it? And I remind them that, you know, like them, me, myself, there are a lot of emotions going on right now, a lot of feelings, and it's okay. But to make that decision, ultimately, they have to make it. But I ask them to consider their personal risk factors for each individual person.
Dr. Quinn, how concerned are you with all the protesting that we're going to see an uptick in a spread of the virus?
Well, there's a much higher probability that there will be more people that contract COVID-19, and that's why I encourage my patients to consider their own personal risk factors. The deal is with COVID-19, it's very clear that if an individual has a weakened immune system because they have chronic medical conditions or advanced age, they're over 65, they have more risk factors, and this is what is so important that they consider. They also have to consider who's at their homes as far as when they go out, and if they choose to protest, if they contract COVID-19, they could potentially act as carriers and take it home to a senior citizen that is their mother or their grandmother or somebody in their home with a chronic medical condition, or even children with special circumstances. That's why it's so important that they consider their personal risk factors. And lastly, wear a mask. If at all possible, wear a mask at all times and practice social distancing as much as possible if they choose to protest.
We are still seeing people in groups, with no masks. And so I think we can't get that out enough, that they can wear the mask. It's been shown to work. Look at how we've done thus far. And we got to keep talking the talk with the mask.
We have to, because as I said before, as individuals get out and they cluster together, there's a much higher probability that they can contract COVID-19. So they just have to be responsible. And remember, if they're young and healthy, maybe the research has shown that they have less of a chance of having a more adverse outcome. But they have to think about when they leave and go home, right, who's at their homes?
Exactly.
Do they go home to vulnerable people that they love, such as their parents or their grandparents? And also, in every way possible, I advise them, do not practice violence or anything other than peaceful protesting, because it's understandable. I mean, right now is a very stressful time.
Understand.
And we can use this energy in a positive way, but we definitely don't want to exhibit negative behavior.
Correct. All right. Very good. Thank you so much, Dr. Quinn, for joining us.
Hey, thank you.
Now let's go to Chalk Talk. Our first submission is called Fair Good.